Before we get to all of that, we're going to start out the hour with a brand new item from We Are Memory Keepers. These are so fantastic. For those of you that love to emboss, maybe you're scrapbooking, maybe you love to do cards and you love that fancy embossed, embellished look, you're going to be able to do that so easily today with a set of 6 embellishing folders. So you have 2 different choices on the embellishing folders, which we're going to show you right over here. Thank you. Those are the embellishing folders. You're either going to choose the geometric shapes, or you're going to choose the everyday, which are things more like your ABCs and bouquets of flowers. We're going to go through your 2 choices. It's really simple, but you're going to want to grab one or the other, if not both, because these are only $14.95 for you today. A $30 value and really a must-have for really easy portable scrapbooking and crafting. So Beth Kingston, come out here, honey bunches. Show us how easy it is to use these.
First of all, I do suggest that you get both because I don't think these are going to last for the day, and it's such a fantastic deal. So get both while the getting's good. But let's talk about what it does. I've got the Evolution, the We Are Memory Keepers Evolution set up. If you don't have this already, it's on hsn.com, I believe. But you can do this with any die cutting machine. So any machine you've got that already does embossing folders will use these, but these are extra special because they're 3-dimensional, and I want to show you what that means.
Okay.
Take a look at some of these patterns. This is the geometric collection. Ooh. Do you see how it sort of pops off the page?
Yeah.
That's because the embossing has different levels of embossing. So it's got some that embosses a little more, some that embosses a little less, and it just gives you that extra special touch. Look at these amazing, I love these woven basket patterns, but you can see how it just gives it that little bit of extra texture and appeal. So let me show you really quickly how it works, and then we'll go over the patterns. I just love them so much.
Okay.
So
simple.
Yes, we've got our plates. I'm just going to take one of the embossing folders and a piece of paper.
Okay, first of all, that's a floral design.
Isn't that
really
gorgeous?
Pretty, very intricate,
and it is actually a folder. It folds in half. You go ahead and set your paper in, and this will do 6 by 6. But if you wanted to do a smaller piece, you can. If you want to do it for the front of a card, or if you want to do it as a piece of embellishment, I'm just going to insert it into the Evolution. There we go. Hey,
and you can use any embossing machine that you have.
Yep, if you've already got an embossing machine at home or a machine that takes embossing folders, then this would be perfect for you as well.
Okay, you take that right out.
I mean, look at how fun that is. In just seconds, you can do that. Now, if you're using paper that's got a color core or a white core, you could sand this and give it like a little vintage feel. Think of how fun that would be. These are so much fun. We've actually done that with some of the projects that I'll be showing you later. So you're getting 6 of these. You're choosing between the geometrics and the everyday. But I really strongly feel, those of you who are into embossing folders, you know that these are high-quality embossing folders will go for $10 a piece. And so you're getting 6 for...
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
You're getting 6 for $14.95. So for the price of one set, you could get both.
Okay, so what you're showing, this is the geometric right here.
This is the geometric, yep. Then let me show you the everyday because I love it.
Because you get 6. So if you like that basket pattern, if you like almost like the look of diamonds, can you see how intricate that is?
You don't have to choose because you get all 6.
You get all 6 of them in the geometric shape. Like we were saying, if you can swing both of them, do that because this is fantastic.
And this is here, we showed
everyday.
a little bit when you do a little bit of sanding. So this is the everyday. It's got that great floral bouquet I did. Here, this is white core paper. So you see how with just a little bit of a rub, it started to give it that little bit of a vintage feel.
Pretty.
And that's a floral wallpaper. I love this for sort of embellishing. You could do some chalkboard writing. American Crafts has some great pens on today. You could actually write in these little banners inside.
How pretty is that?
I love this award, and I'll show you some projects if we've got time using that. That little ribbon award, it's so cute. Alphabets and numbers, I mean, you can do so many things with that. And again, remember these are 3-dimensional, so especially if you look at the numbers, some of the numbers are a little less embossed, some of them are a little bit higher off the page. If this was touch-o-vision, you could touch it and feel exactly what I'm talking about. And again, we did a little bit of sanding just so you can see that extra dimension that you get with it.
So it just gives you options.
It does. And again, you're not choosing. You're getting all 6 of these.
These are very fun.
If you pick the everyday. And I'm telling you, the price point is absolutely incredible. If you have not been into embossing because you weren't sure what embossing folders were good quality or you didn't want to spend a lot of money, this is your chance because you're getting 6 for $14.95. It is the most ridiculous price.
With everybody, you just said it's probably not going to last the day. With everybody on the line, we have just over about 450 of these. So this is actually, we're projecting that this is going to be the only time that you are seeing these today. It was interesting that you said we're used to paying for one embossing folder. We've paid as much as $10. You're getting 6 of them today for $14.95. Even the retail compare on this is $30.
Gorgeous.
So they're so intricate.
Aren't they great?
Yeah, and look how perfect all of that is.
And what I love, too, is the way they come in sets. So say, for example, you get the geometric set and your mother-in-law loves baskets. They actually come packaged in sets of 2, so you could give her this set and keep the rest for yourself. And it's not like, here, Mom, I'm giving you my leftover embossing folders. It's like, here, let me give you this great gift of these beautiful embossing folders. So
there's 2 of them.
There's 2 there. So
but
they come in
6.
sets. Right. So you're getting, we've color coordinated them because we're so fancy. So these 2 come in a pack together, the 2 pink. Then the 2 green come together, then the 2 blue. But you are getting all, I feel like I just need to stamp it on my forehead, all 6 of these patterns. And then you're getting all 6. I'll do it. You know I will. Somebody get me a stamp pad. All 6 of these every day. Aren't they so fun? Let me show everybody
the geometric, I think you'll have fun with, but the everyday, too, I just think that beautiful rose
and the
is stunning.
Alphabets and numbers. Let's show everybody some projects, shall we? Just to show you how, and you don't even need a whole piece of paper to make an impact. And what's great about these also is because it's got a grid, you can actually line it up so you can do longer pieces of paper. So you're not having to worry about overlapping because it's clear and you can see a grid. Again, look at, here's where we were talking about rubbing it with a little bit of sandpaper and giving it that extra little zhuzh.
That looks really
Isn't that so fun?
Yes.
Here we did it with chalking. Isn't that great? So you took a little bit of chalk over it and it really makes the embossing folder pop. I just think that's so cool. There's so many things. This was the banner banner folder I was talking about, where you actually could do the journaling inside each of the little banners. It just adds that perfect pop of something and a little bit of texture, and you can add a little bit of color. You can do it with the metallics. You can do it with acetate. You can do it with cardstock. You can do it with pattern paper. There's just so many choices. And look at that just perfect little pop of something when you do it on the metallic paper. Isn't that
such
so
a
fun?
high-end, impressive look. I love that too. Hey everyone, these are almost gone. So if you want to pick up one or both of these sets, you really do need to go to hsn.com, use express ordering. These are, you're only going to see them today. You're only going to see them this morning during our show.
Yes, love them so
best
much.
Value hands down, because you are getting all 6. I have 5 here. You're getting all 6 of them in your choice of either the geometric, which is the fun baskets and the diamonds and the really cool embellishment, or the everyday, which is what's going to give you the flower and the letters and the numbers. You can't go wrong for $14.95.
For $14.95, I mean, it's like I said before, if you've been doing embossing for a while, you know what a great value this is. If you're new to it, this is the day. This is such a great, and especially because these are the larger sizes. A lot of embossing folders only do 4x5. Most embossing folders do not have the grid on the front that allows you to line it up to get perfectly extended.
Right there.
Yep, extended embossing every time. These are 3-dimensional, as I mentioned before, so you're really getting that extra oomph when you do these projects. It's not just you're running it through and you're getting a pattern. You're running it through and you're getting a texture upon a texture upon a pattern. It's really, it's such an incredible technology. I'm going to show you guys some more.
Well, they're almost gone.
Oh.
They're almost gone. You do need to be in the ordering process. We'll keep you updated. We still have just under 300, but about that many of you in the ordering process. So if you want to get this one home, again, you're going to choose geometric. You're going to choose the everyday to get the letters in the alphabets. Either one that you get, you're going to love them so much, and you get all 6 of them. Let me show again. This is how 2 to a package. So they are really, really giftable for all of your crafting friends.
Yes.
$14.95 for those guys, for all 6. And we're going to let you know when those are gone. Now, Beth, you're going to stick around with us this